He's denying it, but there are people that I run to their houses every time he beats me up. People that I run to their houses in the middle of the night. People that I run to their houses and I collapse. All this happened and they are living witnesses. I have pictures. I presented those pictures during the divorce.
Hello YouTube and welcome to another reaction video of Emeka, the ex-Nollywood star. I don't know whether he's an ex or he's still doing it, but it is what it is. There's some rumors that is going on. His ex-wife already divorced him, I think almost some, it's a very long time now, and he has been cancelled from all, media platforms. He doesn't shoot movies again. And I think they are coming out with certain kind of exposés when it comes to each other. So the wife has spoken, and I think it's worth your time. So take a seat. Let's take a look at it.
And I was always calling him, oh, are you, in tune with your family, on the list to get everything? His family came empty-handed. They didn't bring anything. Even his family would always laugh at me at my back and say, I married myself.
Wow.
It was always a case of, oh, she wants to marry a star, and she has to work for it. And I did. I slaved for that family.
Guys, just before we continue, pay attention to the conversation because I'll be breaking this video down. So pay attention to the video so that if I say anything, you know where I'm coming from. So pay attention to the video. We are breaking it down to you. This lady is full of crap and she has said so many things that doesn't make sense. But, to the media and to the woke system that we are in right now, it makes sense to most of the people. So especially the feminists out there, I think what she's saying makes sense, but I'm going to be breaking it down. And this is going to serve as a lesson to most men that are especially making a lot of money. You got to protect yourself. You can't always trust a woman, especially in 2023, 2024. You can't. You just cannot do it. Let's keep it moving.
Everything that they wanted to do, I was a designated driver. Everything that they wanted to do, I was the one who was always doing things for them. I was doing it on my side because of love, because this was my family. As long as, you are my friend or you are my husband's people, you are my family, because my mom was a single parent, you understand. I come from a very humble background, but not that humble, you understand, because my mom strived, she worked hard to take care of her kids, but she protected us, and she brought us in this very close-knit, very loving home.
Like I said, pay attention to the conversation. She said the mom protected them. One thing I really can say about this statement is when a single mom raises her daughter, she makes sure that she gives her a certain level of protection. She always gives her a certain way of acting when it comes to, dealing with men. So I think the man, influenced whatever decision she made in her marriage. That's what it is. A single mom always protects her daughter against men, and it's the wrong, a wrong way of dealing with men. You don't have to be giving your man, oh, if he behaves this way, this is how you're gonna behave. But this is the mindset of most, single. When you are marrying from a single mother's hand, you have to understand that these are some of the traits that is going to come. Marry from a home that there is a father figure at home. Marry from a home that there is a father figure at home. Don't marry a single mother, daughter. Don't do it. It's just not worth the risk. Because of the past experience, she will always give you certain way of defending yourself against the man, and which shouldn't be the case. As a female, you just have to be feminine. You just have to be, just be free. The man wants you and he has money. That's why he picked you up. I don't see any reason for you to be protecting him. The man already got money. If he don't want you, he's not coming for you. So if he's having money and he come for you, that means you are the one. If he's not having money, that you may say, oh, maybe I'm what he can afford right now. That's why he's getting me. But that man, at the time he took this lady, he was already rich. He was already having a lot of money, doing a whole lot of things. And he was a big star. So it's just not in your best interest as a man to go down for a woman that is with a single mom. The mom is a single mother or something. It's just not in your best interest. And that's what we have just seen in this video. I'm telling you, it's just something that most men haven't realized. If your wife is coming from a single mother home, just be very careful, because there are certain things that the mom is going to instill in her that is going to, break down your marriage or something like that. Let's keep going.
That, we grew up in, and so I always felt like every family is like that, you understand.
So the question is, somebody would wonder about is, why did you go ahead with the wedding despite all that disrespect?
I'm going to answer this question right there. The reason why she went ahead with the wedding is the fact that she was a nobody and she wanted to get, just certain level of wealth. So at the time of getting the wealth, then she realized, okay, I can do whatever. I can break up with this man and I'm good. My mom was a single mom and she's good. So if I break up with this man, I'm still going to be good because he has already built a house, has built me up, put me through education and all these things. The man said it in the video. And man, anybody that is going to be honest, men don't lie when it comes to these type of things. And there are evidence for those things. He have evidence. He has the documents for those properties. The house that he built for the mom and even the wife herself, the documents are there. So it's not a lie. So after getting those things, she realized that, okay, I don't need a man. I can be by myself. So she started misbehaving. That's what I'm seeing. I'm not saying that's what it is, but just as an opinion, as someone that is observing and someone that has dealt with women and know how women are. These are some of the things that I found in women, and especially when it comes to relationship, women can lie. That is one thing most men don't understand. Let's keep going.
Him waiting for about 5 years into the relationship, his family not paying the bride price, him coming late. Obviously, there were signs. Why did you go ahead?
If it is true that the family did not pay any bride price, that is what I'm just saying. Because she was just doing whatever she can do to just get herself around this man so that she can acquire a certain level of wealth from the man. So it was just something that was pre-planned. It's something that was pre-planned and rehearsed with the mom. That's what I have to say. The man's life has been destroyed. This woman is living her best life right now, but the man is now, people are starting to call him on shows and all those things. So he's beginning to build himself, but all his wealth has been taken by this woman. So this is a proof that this lady was just in for the wealth, and after getting it, she left, but she has to make a scene. She has to just create something to tarnish the man's image. That's just what it is.
I didn't see the signs as signs. You understand? I didn't.
As usual, women would never hold themselves accountable to whatever poor decision they will make. She did not see the signs as signs. I mean, a lady that has completed senior high school, he did not come to pay your bride price. I mean, even a 15-year-old girl will understand that this is just a lie. She's just making up stories. She's just making up shit to tarnish the man's image. That's just what it is. That's my personal opinion and just being honest about the situation right now. The man's life has been destroyed by this woman that we are watching right now. This man you are seeing on your screen, most people were watching his videos and all those things gone at the days. And now you've not been seeing him for quite a long time. He has been cancelled just because of this same woman we are watching right now, right here in this video. Let's continue.
That in hindsight, I wouldn't even date him. You understand? But then at that time, he was my first everything, first boyfriend. I just came out of secondary school. I just came out of not knowing, anything. I think it was when I got to be 24 that I started understanding that this is not right. This is not how I should be treated. I now started seeing that, I wouldn't accept some things, that kind of thing. And that's why I said I regretted,
When women have leverage over you, she begin to behave anyhow. That's why she said, I begin to realize that I can't accept everything that is coming from him. In the first place, you started by accepting those things, but because she has gotten a certain level of wealth and know that, okay, if you break up with me, I'm good. So now she cannot take it no more. You see the logic? I'm telling you, if you are with a woman, this man's life should be a lesson to most men that are watching this video right now. If you are with a woman, no matter how sweet she sounds, no matter how beautiful and inspirational feminine she look, you gotta always protect yourself. The worst thing you can do as a man is trusting a lady that is, a lady in 2023, 2024, I mean, it's just not worth the risk. It's very risky. You gotta be the most bravest man on the planet to do something like that. Always protect yourself. Don't give her leverage over yourself. Building houses, building her up and living yourself, that's a big risk. You're supposed to be the leader in the relationship. So as far as you are building her up, she begin to take the leadership role. And as a man, that is not in your natural role to be a submissive man to the woman. So the relationship will begin to shake. So you gotta be building yourself. And whatever you are accomplishing is for you and the woman. But as you are building the woman, whatever you are building for the woman is for her, not for both of you. That is one thing you gotta understand. If I'm making anything, whatever I'm making is for me and my woman. But whatever the woman is making, it is for her. Whatever she wanna do, use it for, it is just for her. That is the difference. So you are building her up and living and neglecting yourself. And that's what brought up this breakup. If the man was still going high and the lady was still, still benefiting from him and just not building her up, they would have still been together by now. That's just the problem. Most men don't think of it this way. I think the feminists will be coming after me in the comment section, but this is the reality. You don't build your woman living yourself. If your woman says she wants a business, open the business. Let her be the manager, but don't build and make the documents, everything, and put it on her name. Don't do it. Build it, let her manage it, or let her do accounts in every end of the month. Women are not naturally leaders. If you build her and she becomes bigger than you, she's going to look for someone that is more bigger than her. That is how they were designed. Women are not naturally leaders. A woman can say, oh, if you are broke, I can support you. But for some time, a woman can not continue to support you, provide for you for a very long run of time. She can't. They are not built for those things. Women are selfish creatures by nature. So whatever you give her, it is hers. But whatever you have is for both of you. That's their nature. It's not a bad thing. But you just have to understand that this is who you are. So when you are putting yourself in a compromising situation, you have to understand that, okay, this is what is going to come as I'm putting in this kind of act. Most men don't think of it this way. Let's keep it moving.
Even doing that, yeah. And it was until I was 28, 29, going into my 30s, I started fighting back.
Right.
And then it's now escalated from, verbal and all that, and then it became physical.
Because by then she has already acquired a certain level of wealth from the man. That's the reality.
You understand? And then still, even with that, people would say, oh, it's a man's world, and I didn't think of myself, but until the last time that he did beat me up and I was almost paralyzed, that was when I decided that I need to go. But still, I stayed 2 more years after that, but...
He beat you until you were almost paralyzed?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We had gone out with the kids and we came back and I was changing my daughter and he saw, her nappy rash and...
As a matter of fact, and so we condemn any level of domestic violence. We condemn it on this platform. But one thing you got to understand is something has to, if it is really true, I don't believe that it's true that the man, brutalized her till she was paralyzed or whatever the case may be. But I think if that is the case, something might have triggered that beating. I don't, like I said, as a disclaimer, we don't support any kind of, domestic violence against females or kids. We don't support it. We actually, condemn it fully. We condemn it fully. But as the subject is concerned, I think we have to be looking at it from both sides. Women are capable of, verbal violence. Men are capable of physical violence. So that's the two things you got to understand. So for a physical violence to come, it must be triggered by, verbal violence. That's just what it is. Like I said, we condemn any level of or any sort of domestic violence against females and kids. We condemn it highly. Let's keep going.
It was a bad nappy rash and he was all over the place, angry and all that she'd been molested. And I said, how? This is nappy rash. And he was going on and shouting, who did I give his daughter to, this and that. And they need to check her and everything. And I tried to calm him down that this is nappy rash. I use Vaseline instead of powder. That's why it's so red, that kind of thing. And he was going on and on. And I was like, okay. And at that point, I was getting upset, like you can't be doing this. And then I was like, okay, give me money. Let me take her to the hospital and let's get her checked. And then he hit me, And at that point, I had you can't keep beating me up, And I held his hand. And so he just turned me over and hit me. And then he hit me at the back of my neck here. And that was it. I lost sensation to all my body parts. I went down on the floor. I couldn't feel my arms. I couldn't feel anything. And he kept hitting me. He kept hitting me and hitting me. And
she said she went off, but she realized that he kept hitting her. This doesn't make sense. Someone that has fainted, how will you know that someone is still hitting you? And no matter how stupid a man will be or violence, the level of violence a man can get to, your wife is unconscious. This doesn't make sense. And even the current wife is a proof of why I say this man was not a violent husband. Because the woman is not complaining right now. She's living her best life. They are just living together. Even though the guy is not even rich right now as he's just not rich. Let's keep it real. He's not rich, but the lady is content and just okay. And they respect each other. They're good. So this is also a proof that, this man wasn't kind of violent or something like that. Let's keep going.
I was shouting, Emeka, if you hit me one more time, I would die. I can't feel anything. I was only seeing the stars. So when he hits me, it goes.
Pay attention. She said she went off, and someone that fainted, that's what we take it for. Someone that went off, hitting your back, and you went down and you went off. Means you fainted. When you faint, how will you tell someone, if you hit me again, I'm going to die or something? I mean, make this make sense. That's why I say when you guys are watching this type of video, pay attention to the details. It's just like, don't listen because maybe, oh, I'm a female, so I should be supporting females, or I'm a man, I should be supporting men, or something like that. Let's keep the conversation real. I think this story is something that is made up. I think she should be bringing out evidence to prove that the man was really violent towards her. Because whatever she's saying, it doesn't line up. It make no sense. It make no logical sense, especially, you fainting and also telling, come on, I mean, we're not kids. Let's keep it moving.
Poof, that kind of thing. And that was only what I was saying. I could talk, I could hear, I could see, but I couldn't feel. This was in front of our kids.
Okay, you could talk, okay, then it kind of making sense, but no. Like the way she's speaking, if it was really like that, the mom would have come in to get a certain level of evidence to use it to expose this man. This doesn't make sense, It makes no sense.
This was in front of his PA at that time, Debola. And I was, trying to move my body. My body wasn't moving.
And bringing in the PA right now is putting the PA in risk. So the PA have to come out and defend herself or himself, whatever, if he or she is a male or female, whatever the case may be, she has to come out, because saying that in front of him or her and you could not do anything and the man was molesting you like this, you're putting him or her in a problem. That person gotta respond to this video right now. Whoever that knows him or her, tag him in the comment section so that he watch this video and have to respond to whatever claim this lady is making. If it is true, let us out. We all here to condemn what is wrong. If it is lied to, let us know what is going on.
So when he realized himself, he got up, he walked out of the house. And I was there for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, I don't know. I was still trying to move my body. And then I felt this sensation all over, like a million pins, poking me, pricking me and everything. And I think the nerves were beginning to connect or something, And then I got up. And that was when I saw the boy, Debola, peeping from the door. I guess he had told the boy to come and check if I died. That kind of thing. And then I spoke the boy's name. I said, Debola, and the boy ran out. I think he didn't want to come close so that they don't say he's the one that killed me or something.
Like I said, the guy have to respond to this video. Now I realize that he's a guy. You gotta respond to this video, Debola or whatever they call you. Respond to this video. Let us understand what went on that very day. Give a response to this video. Expose this lady or the man, whatever the case may be, whoever that is at fault, let us know. Because you yourself is at risk right now. If there's to be investigation on this issue, you are going to be under, so you're just going to be in trouble, Standing right there and whatever that went on, you got to be held accountable for, you were in support, basically you were in support of it, so you got to respond to this video. Let me just put it that way.
And then I heard this car drive off, and I picked my children and I ran to a friend's house. He's denying it, but there are people that I run to their houses every time he beats me up. People that I run to their houses in the middle of the night. People that I run to their houses and I collapse. All this happened and they are living witnesses. I have pictures. I presented those pictures during the divorce. I still have those pictures, but I'll only give my evidences in court.
You are exposing this man. You came out to respond to this man. Why not bring out the evidence? This doesn't make sense. Like I said, this lady, I don't think she has something to bring as an evidence to the public, because why did she come to respond to this man's video? The man granted an interview and she came to respond to it. That's why she granted this interview. So why make it look like, oh, I'm only going to preserve my evidence and release this when it is time for court or something? This makes no sense. And so there's not going to be any kind of court cases. Maybe there might be court cases because of how the conversation is going. This man was kind of a violence man or something that it might be, because they've already settled them. They've already taken his property to the lady and all those things. So what are they actually going to do in the court? I mean, someone should explain to me. I don't know whether maybe I'm not thinking right. But I think there's not going to be any kind of court case here. Maybe CID might step in to investigate the issue on the violence. It's more than likely going to happen. But apart from that, Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. But this man's life should be a lesson to those men that are out there making hell of a money. Build yourself. Build yourself. As you build yourself, the woman is going to benefit from it, because you are going to provide a lifestyle for her and whatever the case may be. But if you focus on building your woman, saying that I should be able to invest, it's not your duty as a man to build your woman, build a wealth for your woman, or whatever the case may be. It is your duty to take care of her. Me, I always say a woman should not have to work. But that does not mean that you should be. Women, if you build them up, they are going to punish you for it. I've seen several cases. When you raise them to certain level, they will leave you. They are always going to look for an excuse. They are always going to look for a problem. And most of the time, they will tarnish your image at the end. They are not just going to leave you just because they want to leave. They have to look for something to make you look bad to the world. So this is something you got to understand as a man. In 2023, 2024, this is what the world is. I mean, no matter how sweet she looks, no matter how sweet she talks and sounds, you have to understand that best in your best version of yourself, so that she'll keep benefiting from you. Because as you are providing lifestyle for her, you can buy a car. If you want to buy a private car to your wife, buy it, put it on your name, give the car to her. What is she doing with the document? But once she begins to realize that, okay, the document is in my name, this house, the document is in my name, then she realizes that, okay, I'm somebody and I can do whatever I want to do. We are all equal now. Men and women are not equal. But once you build her up that way, she begins to see herself like you are equal to each other. No. I don't care whether you are broke or whatever the case may be. As long as I've picked you up being broke as a female, I don't care whether you are building yourself. As long as I'm making money and I'm taking care of you, what is your problem? But most men, we just want to prove that they are so sweet or whatever the case may be by, creating a whole lot of wealth to the woman, and we end up repulsing the woman. So this man is I will say, he caused it all. He did it. He did the damage to himself, because he was 100% focusing on the lady. Because the house he built for the wife and the wife mom, that's stupid. It's stupid. Why didn't you are already living together. Why build that house for her? For what? You are giving her so many reasons to leave you, Being the best version of yourself, so that she will keep, as long as you are a man and you are up here, your woman reap all the benefits, because when she go out, that's this man's wife, and she's being respected for that. So just keep building yourself, being the best version of yourself, and she's always gonna benefit from it. Protect your wife, provide for her. That's all I can tell men. But I will not tell you to build a business and on her name. I'm not gonna do it. No, that will be me neglecting men. No, I'm not gonna do it, because I know what is more than likely gonna. Don't tell me there are women that are out there that are so sweet are not going to pay you bad or something. Most women are gonna pay you. So why take the risk? If you know that something is 90% the chance of being dangerous to your life, why take that risk? When you know that it's just 10% that is just not going to be dangerous to your life. Don't take the risk. Just build yourself. Let her enjoy the benefit that comes with you being a top man. That's what I can say. Stay tuned. Protect yourself against this feminism and feminists that we are having in African society nowadays. It's really destroying females. So just protect yourself. We out. Peace.